Alright, final one. We can be heroes. First of all, the marketing for this movie lied to everyone. This movie was marketed as a Shark Boy and Lava Girl 2. And let me tell you something. Shark Boy and Lava Girl are probably the tiniest part of this film. They marketed this like not only is it Shark Boy and Lava Girl 2, but that Shark Boy and Lava Girl's daughter, we'll get to that, was going to be a big part of this. That it was going to be about the next generation. And so that right there is already a problem. Because I'm sick of this. I'm sick of them bringing back, we're going to do a sequel to this film. But we're not going to do anything with the characters you remember and love from the first film. It's going to be their kids. Because that's what we want. Right? You know, they do that in TV shows too. Oh, Boy Meets World. We're bringing it back and we're making it Girl Meets World. And it's going to be all about their kids. But I wanted more adventures with the other characters. The ones that I know. I don't care about the next generation. Now, admittedly, Girl Meets World was fine, but I did find myself watching the episodes that call back to Boy Meets World more than I did the Girl Meets World stuff. And they did it again with Raven's Home. I tried watching that, and it was too much on the kids. And then there was Roseanne, which looked like it was going to focus. And then Roseanne couldn't shut the fuck up. And so she was kicked off the show, and they killed her off. And now it's about the kids, which are grown up, and then there's kids, and you know, that's different. It's different because the kids were just as much part of Roseanne as Roseanne was. So that's a little bit different. But I'm just saying, we're going to do a sequel to this movie, but it's going to be the kids. You know? Not the characters you want to see. Not the characters from the previous film. It's going to be their kids. I guarantee they do a Spy Kids film. It's going to be Carmen's daughter and son. Or something like that. I'm just saying that's the first problem I came with this. And then, once you get into the film, oh boy, did they miss... They're planning a sequel, so obviously you did something. But this was a misfire for me. For me in the end, it... Not only is Shark Boy Lava Girl not really a big part, but their daughter... Yes, that's another problem. Why does it have to be a daughter? What is it with this female empowerment bullshit they have going on? Hey, female empowerment is not a bad thing, but stop trying to shove it down our throats. Disney has it in every single one of their films nowadays, it seems. And every time they do a next generation story with movies or TV, it's got to be a daughter, not a son. Take Lady and the Tramp 2. That was about a son, and that movie's actually pretty good. Max Goof, Goofy's son, was the star of a Goofy movie. That was fine. You don't not need a female character to lead your show or movie all the time. Guys, you know, it's getting to the point where girls are going to take over, and then guys are going to have to prove they still have what it takes. And then it's going to, you know, I don't have a problem with female leads in movies and TV shows. But it doesn't always have to be a female lead. You know, every movie nowadays is like, oh, look, we're going to do a sequel to this movie. But we're going to focus on the character's daughter. Why does it have to be a daughter, though? Why can't it be their son? Or one of each? One of each. One of each is fine. Look at the Spy Kids. They were one of each. Boy and a girl. And they were equally shared time on the screen. Maybe not so much in 3, but that was a point to that. But still, you don't need to focus on one sex over the other, is what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Equal. You know, women wanted equality. Not to be better than the other one. That's not what they wanted. And yet, Disney and all these other companies are pushing forward that, we have to have a female lead, and you have to show that they're infallible, like in the Mulan remake, where they have to show, even though that's not what Mulan was in the cartoon, she can't be clumsy or oafy or have any problems with her at all, because we gotta show a strong female character for the little girls watching at home. But that's not Mulan. Anyway, enough of my rambling. Let's get back to this. So, yes, and after, articles of saying that the daughter would be the focus, she's a very tiny part of this film. And while we're at it, let's discuss this. Remember, in my Shark Boy and Lava Girl review, I mentioned I was going to come back to this. When Lava Girl kissed Shark Boy, it burned. When he put his arm around her, it burned him. So how in the blue hell were they able to have sex to have the baby? Was he wearing like a metal condom or something? How? She couldn't even kiss him. It burned. He can't put his arm around her. It burned. Did she burn his winky off? Is he now a eunuch? I'd like to know. Also, yes, let's address the elephant in the room. It's not Taylor Lautner in a costume, and that's because he was unavailable. But they had the courtesy to put the mask on the guy because, just in case they want to bring, he's available for another one, he can come back. Which is fine, you can do that. But the story here is based on a character's daughter we never met before. It's Missy. She's the daughter of Pedro Pascal's character in this film. And has no superpowers, supposedly. And yet she gets put with these other superpowered kids, the kids that are superheroes, because there's aliens invading. Now I want to point out that Christopher McDonald is once again the President of the United States in this film. So is he playing the same character he did in Spy Kids 2? And does that mean he got a second term after George Clooney? You gotta think, because it's Robert Rodriguez. So you gotta think, You have Priyanka Chopra Jonas, I don't know how to pronounce her name, who I didn't realize was so much older than he was. I'm like, why does she look like she's 40? Because she is almost 40. I thought she was younger than him. I'm like, why does she look like she's 40 here? She's 38 years old. So she's almost 40. That's why she looks like she's 40. I thought she was so much younger than she was, but that's fine. Older women, younger men, older women, younger men, older men, younger women. I'm trying to speak English here, I swear. That's fine, doesn't matter, as long as you're of age. But that's fine, just... So the whole story is that these aliens are invading, and they've captured all of the superheroes. So now, of course, we have the story where the kids have to take over and save their parents, because that's all these movies are anymore. It's about the kids of the characters we really want to see saving the day. There's nothing wrong with these kids. They're fine. There's one that can tell the future. There's one that can make bubbles. That's Guppy. That's the somehow daughter of Shark Boy and Lava Girl. There's I don't know, Wheels, which I swear you got to make the joke from X-Men where they call you Wheels. I'm Wheels. Oh, Wheels. And then there's one she can only sing, and then there's one that's quiet and she draws pictures, but then it's revealed that she's also an alien. It's also revealed that the people in charge of the place are aliens, including the president, which that causes more continuity problems. Chris McDonald played the president in the second one, and now he came back and he's supposedly an alien, but there's another plot twist. It was all a training exercise because they have this thing they're supposed to shut down. It's this pyramid that's going to destroy the world or something, and when they deactivate it, their parents are inside. It turns out this was all a setup, and this is my biggest problem. This plot goes fucking nowhere. Nothing happens. Everything from start to end of this film was nothing. It was a setup to train the kids. But it means nothing. Because who trains their kids like this, first of all? Second of all, if you're training your kids, that's fine. But why present this to us as a film? See, I've learned something going through all these films, and Robert Rodriguez has a problem with endings to his films. Every single one of the films end with a sort of cop-out ending, where either the villain joins the bad guys, or in the next film it's revealed they joined the good guys, and it reveals that in the next film he's back with the good guys again, or he's turned good, or something like that. Some kind of cop-out ending. In all the Spy Kids movies, except for maybe the last one, I mean, even all of them, they have some sort of turning point for the character. In the first film, Floop has a turning point where he becomes a good guy. And by the second film, Minion, who was the bad guy in that film, is now good and helps out the OSS. And then in the third one too. And you have Donegan, who was captured in the first one, is now the villain. But then by the third one, he's working for the OSS again. He's one of the good guys. And then you have the toy maker, villain in the third one, who by the end of the film has come around and he's no longer a bad guy. And in the fourth film, you have a TikTok, the timekeeper, who by the end of the film has seen the error of his ways and is gonna go to jail, but he still has, seen the error of his ways. And then Shark Boy and Lava Girl, Linus Minus, he becomes a good guy by the end of the film. And in this one, the bad guys are not even bad guys. It was a test. Robert Rodriguez does not know how to properly end his films. There's no big villain fight. There's no big thing at the end. It's cop-out endings every single one of these kids' films. And it gets repetitive. When you're binge-watching it, it gets annoying. And this one is the straw that broke the camel's back, because this is the ultimate cop-out ending. There's an alien invasion. These kids have to save the world. Their parents are no longer there. And, just fucking with you. It was all a trick. It was all a setup. It was all a training exercise. No. No. That is the biggest bullshit ending you could ever have done in this film. No. But I will say that up until that point, it is enjoyable. Although, there is too many freaking twists. When you reveal that the people in charge are aliens, and then you reveal that this little girl, who's been quiet the entire movie, is also an alien, but then the big final twist is that the parents were in the pyramid, and there were no aliens. I don't know. It's really weird. Also, I thought Boyd Holbrook was supposed to be in this, but I don't know, he's like 5 seconds maybe in this film. Even though he's pictured in the still shots, but he's not really in much. Overall, I have to say that up until the twist at the end, the final twist at the end, it is enjoyable. But once the final twist happens and you find out that it's all been a test in the beginning, it just becomes a waste of time. I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. It's enjoyable to a point, but I wouldn't recommend it. Watch one of the Spy Kids films again. Watch the first Shark Boy and Lava Girl. It's more enjoyable. And yes, this film comes across as if it is a cross of Spy Kids and Shark Boy and Lava Girl in a way. Which, why didn't they just do that film? That would be awesome. Despite the fact that Shark Boy and Lava Girl technically don't exist. But, I don't know. And that's another thing, is that, like I said in my review for the first one, I was always under the impression that everything in the Trouble in Lava Girl was a dream, and in this film says it the real. So who knows? But it's 7 out of 10 for me. So what are your thoughts on We Can Be Heroes? Let me know in the comments below. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. And now I have the daunting task tomorrow to rank these because, yeah. So, thank you for watching. I'm Scotty. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.